Hi Scorpio, my name is Shanel and this is Divine Resolution Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I am the resident tarot reader for this YouTube channel as well as for the Divine Resolution Tarot business that operates in Minnesota. If you'd like to work with me, you can click on the link down below. I have some really great readings on sale for the month of July, as well as a reading that starts at just $15. That being said, Scorpio, I'm going to get right into your reading. We're going to look at the overall energy for what's coming towards you for the rest of July up until August 1st. I'd like to thank all of my returning subscribers and any new viewers. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for checking me out. I'd also like to thank everybody that booked a reading with me last month. It was a pleasure to have a chance to work with you. I always start out with this shuffle here before I get into this spread because I feel like it gives Spirit an opportunity to tell me anything that's going on in your situation, any energies that might be surrounding the situation. So I just do a quick little shuffle to assess what's going on. I'm going to do this one more time. We'll see if anything else comes out. Then I'll take a look at the cards and I'll tell you what I see. So far, the Seven of Pentacles has already come out along with the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords. All of these cards are in the upright. And nothing came out. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. So Scorpio, it looks like you're doing a lot of reflecting right now. Magician's kind of peeking out. I'm going to take that too, okay? So sevens talk a lot about kind of exploring your opportunities and your options, all right? You're coming out of like this six energy. So Six of Pentacles is like having enough to give. Seven of Pentacles really talks about where you'd like to invest what you have left over. That can be anything that makes you feel safe or stable, okay? So really, Pentacles can even talk about time. They can talk about love, even though they're not a Cups card. Love makes you feel safe and it makes you feel secure, okay? So we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up, and then it was followed with the Queen of Cups. So what I'm looking at here is that you've been investing a lot into a particular situation. And I'm feeling with this Queen of Cups energy that you now have a decision to make, okay? And you could have gotten some enlightenment or some information that's made you turn away from this investment and focus more on the decision that needs to happen here with the investment that you've been kind of trying to manifest. I feel like this is something you're either working to manifest or you already have, because we do have the Magician coming up here. So that's showing me that you've been using all of your resources to the best of your ability. And with this Pentacles card here that talks about manifestation. So I do believe that there's something very tangible that you've been working on. It could be a relationship. It could be a business. And then we have this Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Peeking out is this Ace of Swords. So again, like I said, it seems like there's some information that came in for you that you need to contemplate. And it's given you some clarity on a situation for sure, but it's also caused some confusion, okay? Nines talk a lot about integrating things into your life, okay? So whatever this new information is, you may be having trouble finding a way to like move past what this revelation brought to you and still be able to integrate whatever this investment was into your life. Because I'm seeing the Roman numerals here, we have this opportunity. So you took the opportunity to really put a lot of intention into something. And now it could be coming to an end with this Roman numeral 10 here, okay? You might be thinking that it's time to put your focus into manifesting something else. So I'm getting the feeling that you're kind of at this stalemate with progress, like you're not sure which direction to move on. Okay, and then King of Cups comes out with Two of Swords as I'm cutting the deck to shuffle. So that's showing me that you, this person, whoever this person is that you've been investing in, this is your divine counterpart. This is your match, okay? If this is a relationship. And then with this Hanged Man here, again, this 2 talks about the decision, the partnership. Now I'm seeing the ending of this particular situation because this Hanged Man is coming out of this period of suspension to really look over here at this Two of Swords energy and realize that there's a decision that needs to be made here, okay? Yeah, you've been doing a lot of thinking. So you're either coming to a conclusion about what you're going to do. See, because this person has been deceptive to you. King of Cups in the reverse is an energy I don't like. I don't like any of the kings in the reverse, but I feel like King of Cups is one of the worst because he's very emotionally manipulative. All of the kings in the reverse kind of have that trait of being a narcissist. But with the King of Cups, he's so good at playing on your emotions that he'll make you think you're the one that did something wrong, okay? When in reality, it was him, you know, and he'll get you just so confused with the way that he manipulates you that when you want to walk away from this particular person, they'll make it seem like you're abandoning them. You know, they could have done something horrible. They could have cheated on you or whatever the case. And when you try to call it quits, they're just like, oh, you're just like everybody else. You're going to leave just like everyone I know. And this always happens. And, you know, no matter what they do, it always becomes all about them when you try to confront them. And in reality, this person knows what they've done. They know what they're doing. This is just kind of their tactic for keeping you stuck. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing about that Two of Swords energy. It's like you have spent a lot of time with this particular person. And when this King of Cups comes in the upright, he's really great to deal with. But when he's in the reverse, he plays a lot of emotional games, okay? So I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then I'm going to pull the cards and tell you what I see. Yeah, I do not like that King of Cups in the reverse. He also... he's kind of just a very weak, very codependent character when he's in the reverse. You know, he could be codependent on drugs or alcohol. He could be someone who really has like these tendencies to delve into escapism to try to get away from whatever he doesn't want to face. It's just, it's not a good energy to have around you. But when the King of Cups is in the upright, you know, he's a great guy. He's really great. But when he gets into that reverse mode, that's when he starts really just love bombing kind of anybody who will listen. You know, he starts going off and kind of courting everybody and being this super player, but in a way that like it's really hard to tell that he's playing these games, okay? Because he's just so very good at it, and he's so good at making you feel what you want to feel. You know, he knows that he kind of has that power to make people fall in love with him. And I almost feel like whoever this is has joked about that in the past, okay? Or says things about how irresistible they are because they know that they have that capacity to really play on people's heartstrings and get people to do what they want them to do, okay? So the situation is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's really interesting because we had that Seven of Pentacles come out, you know, with you trying to figure out if this is a situation you want to keep giving your attention and your time to. It's looking like it's not. Because with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's almost like you want to take back everything you've given to this person. You want your energy back. You want your time back, okay? Let me pull a clarifier. Sixes talk about the calm after a conflict, or kind of that peace after the upheaval of like the tower almost, that like really catastrophic, oh my God moment. But with this in the reverse, that's showing me that you're still kind of at that Five of Pentacles energy where you're trying to decide if you want to take this person back or you want to go back to this person, okay? Because you know that there hasn't been even exchange of energy or time or even love, respect, commitment, that kind of thing. There's no trust is kind of what I'm getting. You don't trust this person. Give me a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, please. It's funny because I never intend for these to be love readings, but they just come out that way. I feel like people are often thinking about their love lives when they're watching these readings. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, okay? And so you could be feeling like there's more to say, you know, or this person could be being quite manipulative and making it seem like there's some big discussion that needs to be had. Like this just can't be over because there's something else I have to tell you. This person here, what I'm seeing is they were off and they wanted to go and do their thing. Okay. And you were kind of this wand here in the reverse. It looks like this, but in the upright, if you can see, this wand is like fastened to this wall here. So it's very much that energy of like, this person isn't going anywhere. You know, I can go off and do whatever I please. And when I come back, this person will still be fastened here waiting for me at home, right? Well, if this has come about in this way that I'm seeing, this wand has taken flight. So that means, in my opinion, that's you saying, I'm not waiting around for you to figure out what you want, okay? Now, though, now that you've gone off and you're starting to live your life, this person doesn't like that you didn't wait around for them. Okay, so now they're coming back and they're like, oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about. We have all this unfinished business. I just can't get over you. We need to discuss this. Okay, I'm done with any kind of like third party situations. I've totally changed. And maybe they're even trying to act like whatever you found out, they might be trying to act like it didn't happen with this Three of Swords in reverse I'm seeing. And that really goes back to the characteristic of that King of Cups in the reverse, okay? Where if you're like, hey, I feel like you're dating someone else, they'll turn it around and be like, well, you're not on my team because you're always accusing me of stuff and we're supposed to be a partnership. And how are we going to move forward when all you do is question me about what I'm doing, right? And then that makes you seem like you're the one that's insecure when in reality, they are doing something wrong, okay? What it looks like too is the Empress. And I'm just gonna tell you here, you got a lot of major arcanas. There's 5 in this 8 card spread, okay? And we didn't even look at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what that is. 8 of Pentacles. Yep. So this is again, you finding something out, okay? This is that card of like, there was another sign that kind of got something very similar to this. But these are, to me, when I'm seeing this with this particular reading, it's very similar to that sign where it's like you have come to light about something. You could have read something, whether it was like a text message, an email. There was something, and you already kind of had an idea. Okay, this was something, because see, up with this moon, your subconscious was telling you that there's red flags about this situation. There's something that's not right, okay? And you kind of tried to like push that out of your mind, but something has come to light in such a way that you can't ignore this behavior any longer, okay? I feel like these pentacles here can represent other situations that this person is off doing where they're spreading their stability around. It could also represent people involved in the situation, whether it's people bringing you information or starting conflict. And I think you're taking a long look at what this is and where this is going to go, because 8s talk about cycles. Okay, so this person could have a history of being that kind of fly by night, person where that just doesn't change. With the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it doesn't come to an end. They tell you one thing, they do another, and then when you call them on their BS, they make it seem like you're the one in the wrong. Okay. What it looks like too is the Empress. So you could be making new plans altogether, especially with that 8 of Pentacles. You might be trying to do something new and kind of like rebuilding yourself. But we do have the Judgment coming out, the Fool, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. So I don't want you to be mad at me, Scorpio, and this could go either way. It could be that this person is feeling this about you or you're feeling this about them. But I think that because I see the Emperor and the Empress in this particular spread along with Judgment, and so many arcanas, Judgment coming out twice, that you're going to want to give this person a second chance, because I do think you really do feel like this is your divine counterpart and that this situation can change, okay? Because we have this death here right in the middle. So I think that what I'm picking up on is kind of this vibe of like, I've worked through this. I feel like maybe I can love this person past this. And I see this new beginning, okay? What it looks like is this new opportunity through whatever these discussions are, where this person is saying, like, we have so much unfinished business, we really need to talk, okay? It's time to make a judgment on this situation, though. And with the Fool, it's like you could decide you want a new opportunity with this person and you want to start fresh. You could decide that you would like to start fresh with someone else. But whatever you're doing, you're deciding that it's time for a change. Okay, it's time to start fresh somewhere. So what it feels like to you is the Death card. And that could be that you're releasing this situation altogether, because that Eight of Pentacles talks about learning something new. So it's like after this ending, after this conflict, whatever this is, I'm seeing that there's some new plans being made. And that's evidenced by the Roman numeral 3 here that's on this Death card. But it's also evidenced by the 3 of Pentacles. I think that you're going to be trying to have some sort of conversation with this person about the way that they made you feel. But this is what I'm talking about. They know that you want stability because you are coming off as a very stable person in this reading. And so they're going to try to speak to you in a language that appeals to you. Okay. But again, that's kind of that moon energy where you have to see the situation for what it is. You have to listen to your subconscious. Okay. Because we have this star in the reverse here. And what I'm seeing is this partnership and this conflict and then an ending. Star can talk about this being a soulmate relationship that you're going to have to make a decision on. I'm almost getting, because Star talks about timing, I'm not sure that this is the right time for this relationship to happen. And I'm saying that because with this Death card here, with what it feels like something needs to change. Okay. And Gemini got something very similar to that very message, where it's like, you're my person and I know you're my person, but something needs to change before I can take you back. Okay. And then this could be your energy with this Death card here, and you're just like really focused on your own transformation after this particular situation. I'm going to ask. I'm nosy. I love asking questions. What does this Death card represent for Scorpio, please? Give me a card to tell me what is it that's changing. All right. So what's changing in Scorpio's life right now is the indecision. Okay, I think that through this discussion, you're going to have some sort of revelation. It could be that you've created so much distance between you and this person with this 9 of Wands in the reverse, that once you finally do come back into like some sort of union with this person, you realize that there's just a lot of confusion still. I'm not satisfied though. Why is the 3 of... I think that really what the change is that you're going to end up forgiving this person, because the 3 of Swords is in the reverse. The 9 of Wands is in the reverse, but there's still something that you don't know. Okay. What is it that Scorpio doesn't know about the particular situation? Because it looks like Scorpio wants to build with this person. What is it that Scorpio doesn't know? Ace of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups and the Lovers. So yeah, like I said, I think that you're feeling like this ending, you could rebuild something brand new. This is interesting though, because with this Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's like, it could be that whoever you're dealing with is in a space where they don't feel that they deserve the love that you have to give them. And that could be what's blocking this connection. If they're not in alignment with the loving vibrations that you give them, it could be that every time you get close to them and it looks like something is going to start building, they sabotage it. With this Four of Cups in the reverse, that's, you know, stability and manifestation for 4. But I almost feel like, Scorpio, it's like this person could very well be your divine counterpart, and you are coming across as the one who's more awakened to this connection. And so you're very patient with this particular person. Okay. Like, even if you create distance because they're doing something that you just find to be quite unacceptable, you still understand the dynamic of the running and the chasing. And so you really see it for what it is. And I'm feeling like you're in a really good place. Okay. Like, you're really awakened to what this connection is, because you still have a lot of love for this person. You know, even though this person is doing whatever they're doing, you're really in this space of being like, you know, you have this unconditional love. I think with this Six of Pentacles, though, you're just like, until something changes, I'm not willing to keep investing. Gemini got a very similar message. Yeah, I think you recognize what this connection is, but I feel like you're also distancing yourself and letting go, you know, in the sense that it's like, you still have to do the work. Okay. You have to do the work. You have to make the choice. With the Lovers coming out in the bottom of the deck, the traditional Lovers card has a man trying to decide between his future bride and his mother. So it could be too that this person, even though I'm not seeing any like pages come up, it could be that they're in the middle of like kind of this situation between where it's like you and the family structure. Okay. Like their own family, because this pentacle could represent you where they're looking at you, but then his family or her family is causing some sort of issue, and it's just becoming like three's a crowd. Okay. You know, I see this little mouse here, and it's like, these rodents are pesky. What are you going to do about these people? It's them or me. You know, you gotta figure it out, because I'm not dating your mom. I'm not dating your family, right? What you'll want to do, we have the Judgment. So we have the double ending here. It looks like there's 2 things that really need to change. Okay. It could be this person's manipulative behavior. King of Cups, I feel like when he's in the reverse, is also easily influenced by other people. He's kind of one of those come along, get along people, because he really wants people to like him. He's very concerned about being accepted by the crowd or the group. So there's 2 things that need to come to an end. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. It could be that he needs to stop contacting people from his past. Yeah, we got the World, we got the Tower. Wow. Yeah, Scorpio, you mean business right now. I'm almost getting the vibe that it's either family or friends, or there's someone involved in this person's life that gets them into some sort of trouble. Okay. And I'm not really seeing the Justice coming out, nothing like that. But with this Judgment here, it's almost making me feel like this person, when they get around these people, they act differently. Like with this Hierophant here, I feel like you're telling them to remember who they are, because whatever they're doing, you know, you're like, this isn't you. With this Six of Wands in the reverse, this isn't you, this is them. You need to cut some things out of your life. There's people that you're getting into trouble with, these people, you know, and you're supposed to be committed to me. You're supposed to be doing what we're doing. And when you get around these people, whether it's family or friends, or I mean, it really even could be coworkers, but I guess that would really depend on what kind of industry they're in. But I guess if it's like, I don't want to say like a I almost got that vibe of like coworkers, like, you know, the mob. I'm not saying this person is like a crime syndicate, but I'm getting the vibe that it's like whatever their environment is when they're away from you is what's causing the division. Okay, because I don't particularly think that it's you and him or you and her. I think it's their environment. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up on. Whatever they're doing when they're not with you is causing confusion, and it's making you feel like they're being deceptive to you. Okay, and then they do that manipulative thing where you're just like, oh, I hate this. King of Wands in the reverse. This person, what we got here is like their indiscretions could be with other people, but I'm more picking up on that it's their lifestyle. Okay, it's the way they're choosing to live their life. It's making you want to take an opportunity away from them, because when they committed themselves to you, this was something they said they left behind. Okay, and they haven't. They keep going back to it. Okay, and you need this. You want this to end. You need these two things, whatever they are, to end before you can have a new opportunity with them. Because I almost get the vibe that you feel like whatever they're doing could be affecting your home life and your stability, even though you have no part in what they're doing. Okay. That's a difficult situation. It could be even that they're bringing things into your home that you're like, oh, I don't need my house raided, or, you know, it could be something like that where they're involved in doing behavior that isn't legal, you know, and then they're doing things that's getting you involved, and you're concerned about like their court date or their, you know, whatever they're doing, if they're on some kind of probation and they're doing things that could get them locked back up. Okay. You could be telling them like, hey, you need to get it together. Like, what are you doing? I'm going to invest in you and you're going to be taken away from me, and there's going to be nothing I can do. You know, when this all hits the fan, maybe you're trying to tell them with this 8 of Pentacles coming up twice, they need to change their life and get a real job. Okay. I tell people, if you can sell drugs, you can sell houses, you can sell cars, right? That's a very specific message. That's not going to apply to everybody in that respect. But I am seeing that whatever this person is doing when they're not with you is affecting your relationship. Okay. The reality of what Spirit wants you to know, we have the 4 of Cups in the reverse. This is not the opportunity for you. I don't feel like this is the right time. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that this isn't your person, but what I am saying is they're not in a space where they can come to you and really accept the love you're giving them. They're not stable. Okay. We got the 4 of Wands coming out. We got the 4 of Cups. All these 4s are in the reverse. That's showing me that there's a lot of, there's passion. You know, we got Wands, we got Cups for love, right? What we don't have is Pentacles coming up here. No stability. We don't have any wand or swords coming up. No clarity, right? So this person is passionate. They're loving, but that's about it. They're not giving you the stability that you need to feel safe in this situation and provide you with the clarity. Okay. With this Hermit in the reverse coming out, this talks about not listening to yourself, but it also talks about not taking good advice or listening to bad advice. Okay. Which would be the case if you're trying to confront this person for what they're doing and they're steering you wrong, right? They're gaslighting you here. It's almost like creating a diversion, like where they try to distract you, create a distraction from the truth. Okay. They could also be keeping you at arm's length, where you're feeling like if you would just let me in, if you could just talk to me, okay, tell me what's going on with you, because it's keeping you stuck, not knowing the things that this person is like keeping from you. That's making you feel like you can't move on from this person. You may even be feeling like they're a liability to themselves. Okay. If you leave, you could be the only thing grounding them or stopping them from really going out there and doing something that's like, oh my gosh, now you really can't take this back. You've really messed up. Okay. The hard part about this, though, is that this universe is telling you this partnership is only going to bring you conflict right now. It's not going anywhere. Okay. There's you right here moving on, from this particular situation. And I'm almost feeling like that's what needs to be happening with you. I don't feel like the timing is right for this. Okay. And I think that's what spirit is trying to tell you. It could be that something's going to happen to this person that's going to be their tower moment where they open their eyes and figure out what they're doing. And it could be that the universe is trying to tell you that this isn't for you to go through. This is for them to go through, and you need to create a little bit of distance right now, okay? Because they're going to have to figure some things out, and they might have to experience some things without you, okay? Why is the Four of Cups in the reverse for Scorpio? Yeah, okay. This is an opportunity you should not accept right now, or this is something you should turn down because, and see, down here we have this Nine of Swords too in the position of things you should consider. This person has given you a lot of cause to worry, okay? It looks like you've had a lot of sleepless nights, staying up waiting for this person to come home or waiting for word from this person. This could be the person that disappears and suddenly you're calling all the hospitals and the jails, okay? Spirit wants you to come to some sort of enlightenment where you see the situation differently, okay? This needs to end. This feeling of being up all night and worrying about somebody, waiting for some sort of information about them, waiting for word about them. And that could be, because these 3 candles keep coming up here. There's 3 here, there's 3 here. You could be worried that they're off with someone else. That's always in the back of your mind when they do whatever they're doing, where they're not coming home or whatever it is that they're doing. If maybe they're not communicating, they don't respond to your text messages for days. This is just a really weird energy, okay? 2 of Cups in the upright. This could be your person. It really could, but the hard part about the situation is with this Empress coming up here in the upright and the Emperor in the reverse, they're not ready, okay? They're just not ready for this kind of love. They're not ready for this commitment, okay? And I think that's what Spirit wants you to understand right now. Don't keep investing in something that's just the timing isn't right, okay? Timing is kind of everything. This person may have to have a few more knocks in life before they get to a space where they can really be the person that you deserve, okay? Because if you're coming in as the Empress and they're coming in as that Emperor in the reverse or that King of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody that once you don't fall into line with like the gaslighting, they could become angry. They could be that person that verbally abuses you or emotionally abuses you because you're not buying into their lies, okay? It's not a good space to be in right now. So energies that can help you is the Moon. And you have to remember, you don't have all the information. You don't have all the clarity. So if this person's coming in, like, we need to have this discussion, there's that King of Cups in the reverse again, okay? There's Justice. I was waiting for it. Hanged Man. This person, you could even be dealing with somebody in prison because with the Hanged Man, this is waiting around. You're waiting for your date, right? You're waiting for your release date. Justice in the reverse, you've done something, not you particularly, but the person you're dealing with, where now they have to sit down for a while. It could be years, it could be months. They could be in and out of the workhouse or, like I said, on some sort of probation where they can't move around freely. This could even be something that could help you is to consider if this person has a habit of doing all these things and now they're in a space where they can't move the way they want to, what will they do when they can? Okay. There seems like there's a lot of unknowns in this situation because I feel like you don't have all of the information yet. So if you could remember that will really help you when you have this discussion with this particular person. Okay. Nine of Swords, what you don't know or what you should consider. These are those sleepless nights I was talking about, okay? So this person will come in and they'll love bomb you and they'll tell you all these wonderful things, right? And they could be, you know, this could be someone that you've been supporting, investing in. You know, this is really making me feel like this is some kind of prison relationship. And I know that's a really specific message, but that's the vibe I'm picking up on is like, what's changed with you? What are you doing different? This is almost like putting money on somebody's commissary and then not, you know what I mean? Like, I know that's very specific and I'm sorry if you're a Scorpio and that doesn't resonate, but I just see what I see. I have no control over what comes out. It's the message that's meant for the person that's watching. Okay. So, and you could be watching and feeling like I'm watching. Why isn't this my message? But, like I said, I just see what I see. So sorry if it's not for you. We have the Three of Pentacles and the upright. These are clarifying what's helpful for you to remember, okay? So a couple of things here. Has this person given up on the other woman that they were dealing with or the other man that they were dealing with? Is this person still kind of a player? Have they figured out who they are and what they're doing? Because here it looks like this Five of Swords in the reverse. This is like, I committed a crime and I got away with it. This is, I committed a crime and I was found out. Now here I am, locked up. Like, I swear, this is what I'm seeing. This Pentacles, this to me is just screaming workhouse. I'm sorry. So something to consider, you know, have they dropped this other person? You know, if there's someone else that you've been worrying about them going back and forth to, is this something that has ended? You know, is this something that's continuing? And do you want to keep living in this energy of these Nine of Swords where you're like waiting for communication, not knowing what's going on, feeling awful all the time? Owl here, maybe you're trying to look for information, right? You could be on somebody's social media with this Eight of Pentacles trying to figure out, is this person doing something shady? You know what I mean? Like, it's not good energy. Energies that could hurt you. We have the Emperor in the reverse, okay? So that's why I was talking about this person. When you call them on their stuff, are they the kind of person that gets angry with you? Could this person actually physically hurt you, okay? I know that you probably feel like this is your person, but I also feel you walking away from this connection. And I really think that you should, okay? That's my personal opinion. I think you need to fall back from this and let this person show you who they are and just kind of keep a distance from them for a while. Give me clarifiers. Judgment. So that decision, that's the two things that needs to end, okay? We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out in the upright, the Empress in the reverse. So here's the thing. What's going to hurt you is you're okay on your own, all right? What's going to hurt you is if you knock yourself out of alignment with this Empress in the upright here. This is where you're at, okay? You're doing good. You're single. You're fine. Maybe you've moved on from this person and they really need to talk to you. So now you're thinking about dealing with them again. But dealing with them again is going to ruin the things you have going for yourself. Okay, you'll have this person, but you're not going to have this. You're not going to be this Empress anymore. You're not going to be that that stable person that's got what they need and doing what, you know, they need to be doing for themselves and feeling good about themselves, because you're going to get back into the Six of Pentacles energy or the Seven of Pentacles energy even too, where you're investing a bunch of stuff into somebody that you're always having to check to see if they're being honest. Okay, that's no way to be. Something that's going to hurt is if you knock yourself out of alignment with the good things that you've manifested and built for yourself to try to take this person back, okay? Because they are coming back, okay? They're coming back. They want to talk. They've got a lot to say. I don't even know if it's worth your time to listen, because it's just not the right time for this person, for this connection. All right, Scorpio, let me grab you some self-care cards, because that reading kind of sucked. And I'm sorry for people that are like, that was not my reading. But like I said, the cards just come and I just tell you what I see, okay? So self-care, nature, Take a walk. Let the beauty of nature feed your soul. It might not be a bad thing to take a retreat. And I swear, somebody watching this is dealing with somebody locked up. And I feel like whoever this person is, they are far away, okay? And that this is something you've been visiting this person out in the boonies, okay? But what I will say is when you spend time in nature, you really ground yourself, okay? And maybe that's what you need, is just to step away from this particular situation for a minute to gain some clarity and to do the things that feed your soul, okay? We have choice here. Reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. And, I feel like you're already doing that, honestly, Scorpio. That's what I'm seeing, is that you're looking at this person and you're realizing you don't have all the information and that this might not be where it's at for you. I hope that this reading was helpful. I know it was a little bit strange, but I will be uploading more. So if you need clarity, you can feel free to watch any of the videos that I'm uploading for relationships, or you can check your sun, rising, or moon as well, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to read for you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is down below. And other than that, that's all I got. So next time, Scorpio, I will see you soon. And you take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.